Good morning, everybody, and welcome back for some high-tier Japanese tank gameplay from the 16th of May of 2018. And as you'll see in a moment here, it's 9 Leos and 1 me, as I titled the video. Took a second for the last guy to spawn in, and I was basically holding tab waiting to see if what he was going to spawn in as, if it was going to be anything different, or if it was just going to be a whole bunch of leopards and then me in my Type 74. Which is essentially a Japanese Leo. But I'm heading for the sea point. There's a certain route that you can take that mostly shields you from being spotted on their sniper ridge. And without having smoke shells or smoke grenades to fire to cover you, it's an extremely dangerous place to travel right here. But luckily, there was only one guy, and he was late getting to the sniper ridge. And there we go. Now you can see the last guy's come in as a leopard, and I took a screenshot of it for my Discord. Because it was funny. Me playing Japan, and all the other 90% of the team playing Germany. So I know there's somebody up on the sniper ridge, so I turn just a little to the left to use this tiny little bit of hill and trees here as some concealment. Expecting to get hit at any moment, because I know they're watching this way, but they're probably more watching towards our spawn to catch the late spawners. Anyway, I made it. Nobody else seems to be interested in coming for the cap, and the enemy team can definitely contest this one. So, I am just going to go in and try and get it captured as quickly as I can here. Now, you are exposed a little bit to the sniper ridge here, but at least from this spot right here, you can capture with some concealment to your left. And just kind of focus on the sniper ridge. There is a little bit of exposure, but as you can see, you can also see them coming. And luckily, I dropped my APDS round correctly here, and I think the Object 120 couldn't see me quite as well. Because he did shoot me and hit me through the fire from his engine. But at least I was so close to capturing that I knew I could finish the cap before I needed to back away, and he wouldn't be reloaded in time to shoot me again. So we lost a Leopard behind me to an AMX-30B2, so I know there's an AMX-30B2 somewhere. Let the guys know the Object 120's been on fire once. He's a more difficult target from down below, obviously. But if anybody gets a chance to get a shot at him right up there, hopefully they can hit him. If they can't kill him, if they set him on fire a second time, they'll know that they only need to set him on fire one more time, and then they can leave him to burn out if they have to. Communication is a thing. So I'm trying to figure out where this AMX-30B2 is. I'm expecting him to come up for the cap any moment here. And no, it's not an AMX-30B2, but there is a T95E1 coming into the cap. He doesn't seem to be aware of me, so I'm just going to sit on him here and wait. And he drives nicely up to give me a nice side shot into his turret. So that was rather convenient. If he'd have stopped back there, it would have made it much more difficult for me to kill him, because I would have had to drive forward, and he would have had the sit-still advantage. So it was nice to be able to go get a second cap, although it was a much more dangerous proposition here, because the Object 120 is still somewhere, and the AMX-30B2 is unaccounted for to my left somewhere as well. Now I've got a teammate and a Leopard who's made it to the sniper side off to my left, and then I take a hit from what is obviously going to be the AMX-30B2. And then he gets a second shot fired at me. There he is, you can see him. He's hidden behind that hill right there, but I can at least see his antennas. He gets another shot at me and takes out my antenna. Or my commander, rather. I can see his antenna is what I was thinking there. So obviously there's two people shooting at me here. I thought it was just the AMX-30 rapid firing. There's actually an AMX-50 Cerbasi in the woods near my teammate, so I got a little miffed at my teammate for not turning around and returning fire into the AMX-30 here, because he should have been able to hear all the shooting he was doing. But there's an AMX-50 Cerbasi right on top of him, too. Which you'll see in a minute. So I did get a little annoyed with the guy and the Leopard over there to the very, very south on that ridge, because I thought he wasn't paying attention, but he had his own AMX-50 Cerbasi right on top of him to deal with, so He did actually take out the AMX-30 B2, and then I think he must have had the Cerbese on fire. But it was right on top of him here, which I didn't see during the battle. During the replay watching, and I can see that he had somebody else right on top of him, so it's fine. I did expect, or suspect, that he might have had an enemy very near him, because that's very likely in those trees where he was, for there to be people from both teams, so turns out that's what was going on, so oh well. Moving on. The STA-2 is still just as slow as it ever was. It's actually not terribly bad until you have to turn. So you can hear an enemy jet overhead. I did not see it, but I could tell it was hostile because there's nothing on the mini-map of ours, plus the direction it was traveling. The funny thing here, that's a robot parrot, is the guy who was the leopard that was in the trees off to my left. And he didn't say anything about, like, having an enemy on him or anything. He just said sorry, which I thought was kind of funny, because that didn't, during the battle, it didn't convince me that he was just not paying attention. Or not paying attention, rather. So I can hear an enemy right up here. I see him right in front of me. I'm trying to roll up on him, and the STA-2's mobility cost me the chance to get in behind a T-54 and do some serious damage to him. But at least he got destroyed before he was able to kill anybody else. But boy, the STA-2... I'd much rather drive my Type 74 and then the STB-1, but my STB-1 is spaded, so I'm trying to get modifications prepped on my STA-2 towards the Type 90 coming out soon. So we've got a destroyed, probably Type 87 there, or maybe a Gepard. It's hard to tell from the burned out wreck. I'm trying to figure out... So I'm looking for the guy who killed our friendly burned out Gepard there. And I hear a shot right close that's obviously going to be enemy contact, as a return shot came right back up and knocked down a bunch of the fence here. So as I come around to figure out who it is, oh, here we go. Thank you very much, I'll take that. And it turns out that's the Object 120 that was on the sniper ridge that I had set on fire at the beginning of the battle as well. So the Leopard to the left of me is ripping away with his machine guns at something across the river, across the lake, but I'm looking for anybody at B and then anybody up on their sniper ridge, and there is in fact someone getting marked on the sniper ridge. Now it turns out that the Leo who was blasting away with his machine guns had been set on fire fatally by the Object 120 that I had just killed, so he was just firing blindly at just nothing because he was burning out. So the sniper ridge seems like it's about to be taken care of by the Leopard to my left, plus I believe that Parrot had just killed a chieftain on the sniper ridge anyway. So I'm going to turn around and head back to B while I should be able to move in and get it unseen by anybody who might still be on the sniper ridge. Now we've got another Leopard up in front of us who's repairing, who's taken some damage from something, but I don't know what it is, and I'm not sure where, and the enemy team has taken the A point, so decapping B becomes even more important now. This Leo isn't shooting at anybody, and his turret is able to move, so I figure he's got to at least have a coax machine gun, probably, or he should be clicking on the map. So rather than look at whatever hit him, because it seems like he's alright, and not under any direct threat, I'm going to go decap the B point and keep ticket bleed in our favor. And essentially you can do it unobserved from the sniper ridge, except for that one little gap right there. So that's the direction I chose to go. And they capped A just as I got to the B point and started decapping it, so kept us from having any ticket bleed there. Now we're starting to lose guys to the north of me, and you'll see quite a bit of fighting going on to the north towards A while I'm capping B here. So you can hear a ZSU-57, and he ends up being an issue. The main issue is nobody's talking about where he is. So I'm just guessing from what I could observe on the map where he was shooting from. I don't think I was right where I marked him, but trying to just get people's attention that there's something over there somewhere. And the guys that kept getting killed by the enemy team here up near A, none of them marked anything on the map after they came back into the battle in a new vehicle. So I'm just guessing blind here with my STA-2, trying to figure out where a Su-152 and a ZSU-57 and anything else that might be coming are. So rather than go chasing after them with an unstabilized gun, I'm going to set up here in an ambush on this road and wait for them to come to me. And as I expect them to potentially come in from this alley immediately to the right here, I don't want the third-person view to mess up my shot if I have to rotate my turret quickly to the right. So I decided to pop this stupid light pole here in anticipation of them coming. And it was extremely bad timing because the smoke camouflaged them peering around the corner. So there's our ZSU-57 and our SU-152. Now, I don't know that I necessarily could have killed both of them, but I probably could have gotten one of them there, either the 152 or the ZSU-57, but it doesn't really matter because the ZSU-57 killed me with a single first shot right through the front of my STA-2, so guess it didn't really matter. The one thing I will say, even though the repair bill is extremely expensive, the R2Y2 and the Kika combo of strikers slash attackers slash light bombers are very, very good Japanese air CAS assets, even though that's not really what they're designed to be. But it's hard to argue with the 800-kilogram bomb. Now I can see some sort of an enemy SPAA right out of their spawn, and I don't really want to have anything to do with that. Now obviously the Su-152 is still on B. And there's an enemy aircraft, so I was going to head back and get a new bomb, but as I detect enemy air, I better go engage it. The 30 mil cannons on this thing are pretty effective. And it's an enemy fast mover. Couldn't quite get the nose on him, and then I get into a turn fight with an Oregon, and that's kind of dangerous, but it's more dangerous to not get engaged with him and let him extend out and then come back around and get back on your tail. The problem with the R2Y2 is it does not have the speed to catch up to this Oregon. Now, I was able to stay behind him, but I have no maneuvering speed here to adjust and fine aim my guns. And by the time I have any kind of airspeed built back up again, he's long gone, but I'm going to stay behind him as much as I can here. At least chase him away back to his airfield. Now that SPAA that I talked about earlier, he definitely has radar. And yeah, oh well. There wasn't really too much else I could do there. On the plus side, we took A and we're taking B back as well, so good work there. I did get an assist on the Su-152, and then I come back in my Type 87, and there's some kind of airplane coming. Now, I wasn't sure what it was going to be here. I actually thought it was... Actually, I'm not sure what I thought it was. It's an NC-223, you can actually tell, and I fired both my guns to overheat, trying to take him down. But luckily, he dropped his bombs from so high up, we were all able to clear out and get far away. And once my guns cooled off and I was able to fire again, I finally was able to finish him off. And right after that, I hear the enemy jet coming back again. Here comes our friend in the Oregon. And, oh, sorry, it was a Barugan. was able to take him out in a low altitude, high speed pass. And then tried to make my way to the A point to take out whoever was there capping it. But before I can get there, the tickets are going to bleed out, and that's going to be that. And there we go. And ooh, the anticipation. What did I get? What did I get? It's going to be... Oh. But the battle ended up paying pretty well, and I got some research complete on both the Type 74 and the STA-2. Getting close to finishing tracks for my Type 87, which is nice. Just had a 15% booster. There you can see the score lineup. Not too bad. 5 total kills. Decent amount of awards here. And there's the kill feed. And the best part of any brand new tank when you get to... Well, not the best part. The best part is when you finish FPE. But it's nice when you can start the research on FPE too. Alright everybody, that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed this one. Let me know what you thought in the comments. We'll see you soon for more War Thunder. And as usual, everybody, have yourselves a great day. Take care.